Good morning. Let's wake up the body nice and gently, ready to start the day in today's sacred body ritual. So when you're ready, we're going to come to child's pose. So take the knees nice and wide, toes to touch. We're just going to walk the hands forward and just release the heart down towards the ground. Now take a little moment here. If the hips are feeling a little bit stiff, then we can absolutely take our time. You might want to stack the fists and release the forehead down onto the hands. You might have a cushion or a yoga block that you might want to use here. Or if you feel ready, we can reach the hands forward and release the forehead all the way down to the ground. So think about this beautiful sinking feeling into the hips. So we don't need to force here. We don't need to press the hips back. Just feel like a heaviness in the hips here. So we're really listening to the body. You can either have the elbows lifted and pressing the palms into the ground, or we can drop the elbows down depending on how that feels for the shoulders. But just take a moment here to close down the eyes or soften the gaze and just connect to the breath. And maybe for the first time this morning, you've checked in with how you're feeling. Noticing the subtle energies, the subtle emotions, maybe the thought patterns, and just see if you can just release the hold on any of those and just surrender into this moment. Breathe in here. As you inhale, see if you can deepen the breath in. So expanding into the back body. And as you exhale, can we soften the body here? Almost feel it spreading wide. The heart softens down towards the ground. Let's take one more full breath here as we inhale. And exhale. Lovely. So when you're ready, we're going to prop up onto fingertips here. So as long as this feels okay on the shoulders, we're going to lift the elbows and create tented fingertips. So we're just feeling that lovely stretch into the body. Feel that lovely lengthening into the spine here. Full breath. Inhale. Exhale as we pause and soften. Lovely. And we're going to walk the hands close to the knees, press down into the palms of the hands, tuck the chin, and just roll up, stacking the spine. The head lifts last. Interlacing the hands in front of you, press the palms away. Take an inhale as we lift the palms up towards the sky. And as you exhale, notice this softness into the shoulders. Inhale, think about lifting into the heart. Maybe lift the gaze as long as that feels okay on the neck. And once again, as you exhale, we soften. Lovely, well done. As you inhale, open the heart, maybe lift the gaze. This time as you exhale, we're going to release the hands wide. Take the hands behind the back, prop up onto fingertips or press down into the soles of the feet. Draw the shoulders back and down. Take an inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, maybe lift the gaze. If this feels a little bit too much on the neck, we can keep the gaze forward and the chin parallel to the floor. One more full breath. Inhale. And exhale. Lovely. Draw the belly in first. Stack the spine. We're going to walk the hands to find a tabletop position. So ground down into the palms of the hands. We want the wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Let's take some gentle cat-cow movements. So as you inhale, we drop the belly, open the heart, lift the gaze. And as you exhale, press into the hands, draw belly to spine as we round through the back, drop in the chin. Lovely. Inhale, we come forward, open in the heart, lift in the gaze. And as you exhale, we round. Let's take 2 more of those with our own natural breath. Inhaling. And exhaling. Lovely. One more for me. Great, so then coming back to your tabletop, we want the hips stacked directly above the knees here as we walk the hands to the corners of the mat. So we're reaching the hands and the arms forward. We're going to find our puppy pose. So when you're ready, just melt the heart down towards the ground. Maybe the forehead meets the ground, maybe it doesn't. Maybe again you might want a cushion or a block underneath the forehead here. The elbows can stay lifted as long as that feels okay on the shoulders. Otherwise, you can drop the elbows down. And if you do have any pinching in the shoulders here, feel free to take the hands wider off the edges of the mat. That just creates a little bit more space. One more full breath here. Inhaling. And exhaling. Lovely. Lift the head. And let's roll down. We're going to drop the thighs, the hips, the belly, and then the chest all the way down, laying on the front of the body. Hands underneath the shoulders, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, we're going to lift just a mini cobra. And as you exhale, we soften. Lovely. We're going to take that 2 more times. As we inhale, we lift. Exhale, soften down towards the ground. Lovely. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Lovely. Ground down into the hands. Draw up into the belly. Let's press to our tabletop. We can stay here in our tabletop if this feels enough. Otherwise, we're going to tuck the toes. Press into the feet and slowly make our way to a downward facing dog. So when you arrive in your downward facing dog, let's take some movement here. A little pedaling into the feet. Just really think about gently waking up the body for the day. Really set in the energy for the day that you want to have. And then let's find stillness. For one full breath in our downward facing dog. So think about the hips lifting nice and high, this length into the spine. Inhale into the back body. And exhale. And then we'll bend the knees. We're going to pad the hands. So we're walking the hands back towards the feet. We're going to find a forward fold at the back of the mat here. Bend the knees as much as you need to. And just allow the arms and the head to be heavy here just for a moment. Lovely. We're going to bring the hands to the shins, belly to spine. Inhale, find a halfway lift, gaze to the top of the mat. And as you exhale, let's fold. Tuck the chin. Keep the knees bent as we roll up, stacking the spine. The head lifts last. Lovely. We're going to interlace the hands once again, the fingers. Press the palms down, and as we inhale, rise the hands up towards the sky, pressing the palms to the ceiling. And as you exhale, let's soften into the shoulders here. Great. Inhale, lift the heart, maybe lift the gaze. Exhale, release the hands. Roll the shoulders back and down. Now you're ready to start your day. Take this feeling with you